Do you like quiet? I mean, do you really love your peace in tranquility? If so, I've got the GPU for you. Open up your wallet. Let's go. Actually, no, I would have had the GPU for you about 4 or 5 years ago. It is the Colorful iGame GTX 680. I'm sure you're thinking to yourself, Slash, the fuck are you talking about? Man, the GTX 680, it's hot, it's loud. It is just a pain. You're wrong. I give you the fanless GTX 680. That's right, passively cooled, baby. Now, chances are you've never heard of this GPU in your life. I know I hadn't. In fact, I hadn't even ever heard of Colorful. I've never heard of that manufacturer before. But when I was browsing the interwebs, I came across this guy, and it really caught my eye. Because, as you can see, it's a GTX 680 with no fans. The older GTX series GPUs from NVIDIA are notorious for being loud and just hot, and you pretty much could fry an egg on one. But this GPU right here, it's not the case. This behemoth of a GPU coming in at a weight of about 50 pounds is actually perfectly silent. The iGame GTX 680 was released by Colorful in 2012, and it was released in a very limited quantity, and it was only released in the Chinese market, so unless Donald Trump pulls some serious trade deals, chances are you're never gonna see one in your life. So how did Colorful manage to create a fanless GTX 680 GPU which is so notoriously hot? Well, it took 2 large heat sinks, 280 metal fins, and 26mm heat pipes. That's right. Chances are this GPU weighs about, 50, 60, 70 pounds, at least, at the very least. And then you factor in this additional module they include for overclocking. It's called a power kit, and it goes into a special expansion slot. You add that to it, it's about the same size as the actual GPU itself, and you pretty much double the weight. This GPU is just massive. And apparently, it actually competed with other cooler designs like the Twin Frozer, and actually in some cases beat them. That's right, so if you just slap on enough fins and enough heat pipes, you can actually cool a very hot chip. It also had a custom PCB which allowed it to hold 4GB of GDDR5 in 2012. In 2012, 4 gigs was ridiculous. I don't know the value of the yen too well, but I can assume this GPU was not on the budget side. And you know how I said that this GPU is very limited and it was only released in China? Well, yeah, that's true. If you go online and you look for this thing, there's like 3 articles about it. You go onto YouTube, there's 1 video of a guy actually holding this GPU in his hand. But other than that, this GPU has left no trace. You really can't find any benchmarks, any solid video reviews or anything like that. Because when it comes down to it, this GPU is just too big, too heavy. Chances are it won't fit in your case, and probably very expensive, which is why we never heard of it. Or at least I hadn't. Chances are you hadn't either. So there you go, guys. You learn something new every day. The Colorful iGame GTX 680. What are your thoughts on this GPU, guys? Tell me down in the comments. Do you ever think a GPU like this would actually be practical for anything other than like a very quiet home theater system? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you liked the video, be sure to leave a like rating. And if you're new, be sure to subscribe. I'm going to leave an Amazon affiliates link for this GPU down in the description. Actually, wait a second. I can't. Oh well. Rip this GPU, guys. And you all have a great day. Peace.